Hi everyone, I'm Sanji. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome. Thank you for checking me out. I'd appreciate it very much if you'd hit the subscribe button below, as well as the gray bell, so you can know when I upload new content. For those of you who aren't new to the channel, and you are my regulars, I so appreciate you, and thanks so much for hanging in there. So let's get into it. Now that we've handled all the business, we're studying our different sun signs, all 12 of them, and how they interact with each other on the zodiac spectrum. Next up, Leo. So we're discussing sun sign Leo. Leo is anyone born from July 23rd to August 22nd on the calendar. So if your birthday falls in those dates, you, my friend, are sun sign Leo. So before we get into what Leo is like with your pairing, let's talk about some general attributes they attribute to our Leo. Well, the number one thing anyone says about a Leo is they are egotistical. Okay? So they say. Now, although they appear quite confident, and Leos can usually be seen because they're the ones that are walking around the room with their chest poked out. Yeah, that's a typical stance on a Leo, in particular, the males. But behind all of that confidence, most people don't know that Leos inwardly are quite sensitive people and are easily hurt, especially their egos. Now, in all things, Leos need to feel appreciated and loved by the people in their atmosphere. That's right. Friend group, family, loved ones. Leo needs to be appreciated and they need to be told. Now, if they are ignored or criticized, Leos can become aggressive and confrontational. Remember, if provoked. But typically, a Leo person is a nice person. They're actually pretty sweet. Okay, now if they're treated with respect or asked for help, a Leo is quick to respond. Okay, they tend to be very warm and generous people. So few signs are as predictable and consistent as a Leo. So if you want somebody that, there's no guesswork involved, then you need to get yourself a Leo, okay? Leos are affectionate, they're warm and cheerful. They typically say that Leos bring sunshine into other people's lives because they are so warm and generous, and they typically do care about you, and they want you to care about them as well, okay? Leos are the dignified ones of the sign. They're playful, ambitious, loyal, and as I said, known to be quite generous to the ones that they love. Okay? What else do they say about you, Leo? Well, Leos can also be, I should have had a lead into this because this is the negative stuff. But, okay, let's get into it. The truth is the truth. Some Leos can be demanding, intolerant, domineering, lazy, and stubborn. Yeah. But they're human, right? So, to be honest, everybody can be a little bit of that. Leos are just happen to be known for it, okay? They have a very high self-esteem, and they can become quite dissatisfied when asked to perform tasks that they deem beneath them. A common complaint about those who are paired with Leo is housework, chores, divvying up, that kind of thing, because Leo doesn't see the need to take out trash or sweep the floor. Somebody else should be doing that. They are far too talented for such meaningless, simple things. I don't know. That's what they say, Leo. Leo, take out the trash, okay? So they tend to put their loved ones, however, on a pedestal, a very high pedestal. Some people say it's kind of unrealistic, the pedestal that a Leo puts you on, because you're doomed to fail. So, and then the Leo becomes disappointed in you. All right. A little bit negative, huh? Let's keep it going. This isn't all bad. All right. So many Leo, the men in particular, that's what they said. I didn't say it. Research said it. Many Leo men typically have a lot of lovers. Yeah. But they say that. They do that until they commit. And then once your Leo is committed, they are quite loyal. So before you get to the commitment part, Leos can be known to share themselves. Many Leo men like to spend money generously. If it's not flashy, they don't want it. So a Leo man is known to have the best car, the flashiest clothes, the best jewelry, the biggest house. Yeah, those are Leo ticket items, and they will spend to get it. Again, it's all about the bragging rights, and Leo wants to have all the bragging rights. All right? Now, they're not typically mean or cruel, but they can be aggressive, okay? However, they forgive easily. So if there is a confrontation with a Leo, they have it, and then some time passes, and it's done and over with. Leos aren't typically the ones that hold grudges. Okay, now on to the good stuff. Back to the good stuff. See, it wasn't too painful. Leos generally have a strong sex drive. That's right. So if you want somebody that's going to go and want to go and keep going, get yourself a Leo. Yes, they typically are adventurous lovers. So they like for you to mix it up anytime, any place. Yeah, that's Leo. And the more outrageous, the better. They're not going to shy away from your challenge. So they like to keep things competitive. So if you like to do a little role playing and different things, I bet you, Leo's your partner, okay? They also like to be teased. So if you're a person that likes to say, not yet, not yet, not yet, that could be a meme. I can't believe I just did that. Leo is the sign for you. So that's all the preliminary stuff about Leo. Now we're going to get into how Leo interacts with you given those general traits. And FYI, for those of you that are wondering, does my Leo like me? Well, stick around. Look your sign up. See how they interact with you, and then I'll let you know. However, a real good sign about whether or not your Leo's attracted to you is when they become possessive. Yep. So let's get into it. Without further ado, let's talk about how Leo fares with you. Stay tuned. Hello, Leo with Aquarius. Welcome to your matchup. Right off the bat, this will be an unusual yet exciting relationship. Now, in truth, you two really don't have a whole lot in common on the surface. However, what you have in common instantly is physical attraction. In fact, that is likely to be very strong and will carry the two of you quite a ways. Overall, Leo with Aquarius will not be boring. Now, Aquarius is the type of person that they typically like to look at the big picture, while Leo just likes to look at themselves. Okay, Leo. Of course, you look at the big picture. Of course, you can do those things too. But typically, what is motivated and motivating a Leo is Leo. where Aquarius is more interested in the abstracts and all things everywhere, because the Aquarius is the thinker of the zodiac. So there's no topic that the Aquarius doesn't want to study and find out about, especially those things that are off grid. Now, Leo likes a lot of attention and would care not to hear about things that don't directly involve them. Yes, of course, they will entertain that. Yes. I know I'm making Leo out to be extremely superficial. And unfortunately, that's exactly how Aquarius might see you, Leo. So be warned. Leos have a rather large ego, and their dominant nature may irritate Aquarius and cause them to feel claustrophobic. Aquarius like the freedom to roam, the freedom to be themselves, the freedom to explore and to learn new things. And your need to make all things Leo eventually is going to grate on your Aquarius. Leos love compliments and admiration. It's a requirement, Aquarius. So, your analytical and sometimes critical mind will be at odds with your attention needy Leo the lion. So, okay, how do we get around this? Because of course there are ways to get around it. The one thing that you have to keep in mind, Aquarius, is that when you give your unsolicited feedback, your objective and unemotional tone when you have a tendency to give it isn't exactly the best approach for your Leo the lion. So Aquarius, what you should probably master very early on in your relationship with this Leo are 3 keywords, and you should incorporate this somewhere in your feedback. Ready for those 3 words? Here they are. Great, wonderful, and amazing. Got it? Great, wonderful, and amazing. Find a way to apply that to your Leo, and you guys will definitely be cooking with gas. All right, so moving right along, you both can also be incredibly stubborn, right? And a Leo with an Aquarius pairing, because you two have a tendency to dig in, your fights or disagreements will last longer than a lot of the sun sign zodiac matchups. Yes, in fact, they last far too long. And the problem here is that Aquarius probably won't care. Okay, so we don't want to do that. And I'll talk about how we're not going to do that a little later on. Let's keep going. So although neither of you are known to hold grudges, you will revisit disagreements again and again just for the sake of being right. So even though you get past the argument, right, one of you or both of you will continue to say, oh, about X, Y, and Z. I wanted to say this, and start the argument all over again. That this is a common phenomena between Leo and Aquarius, so it's definitely something that you want to keep in mind to avoid. All right? And our main issue here is Aquarius is a thinker while Leo is a doer. Now, Aquarius is ruled by their head while Leo is ruled by their heart. So their disagreements will sound something like this. Leo will want to know how Aquarius feels about a certain situation. And Aquarius will rebuff that and say, well, who cares how you feel? What do you think? And vice versa. Aquarius will say, Well, Leo, what were you thinking when X, Y, and Z? Or why do you think that? And Leo's response will be, it's not about how I think, I feel X, Y, and Z. So you see, one's here, one's here. So the two of you are going to have to find a way to change that and meet in the middle. Aquarius needs to get a little bit less out of their head, and Leo, you need to come a little bit up out of your heart, okay? Get up out your feelings, as they say. Now, Leo, you will be drawn to Aquarius's rebellious spirit, their uniqueness, and their fascinating intellect, okay? While you, Aquarius, will be drawn to Leo's playfulness and their vitality, their self-confidence, their fiery nature, the passion. So the same things that attract you, Aquarius's individuality being in their mind, and Leo's playfulness and self-confidence and the way that they are passionate and feel things, are the same things that you two will butt heads about if you don't get a grasp on this early on in your relationship. Now, communication, you would think between these two great communicators would be fantastic. But again, the problem herein lies head versus heart. I'll tell you how to get around that. Yes, of course, there are ways to get around it and to have effective communication between the two of you. Join me in part 2, where we discuss the communication issues between Leo and Aquarius and a host of other issues that you two may face and how to amend those things to make this relationship a long-lasting one. Go to www.sanji.com/shop and I'll see you in part 2. The link is also in the description box for those of you who didn't just catch what I said. Thanks so much for watching Leo with Aquarius. Remember, head, heart, there is a way to make the two meet up. And I'll tell you just that in part 2. Thank you for watching. Please hit like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate you. See you next time. Bye-bye.